We are moving fast. We're on December 18, snow and a cigarette or tea card. Welcome to DEPHEMEREMBER, your daily inspiration for junk journal ephemera in December, in collaboration with amazing Luise Heinzl, and this is Barbara from Vienna, Austria. I looked up what Wikipedia has to say about cigarette and tea cards. So specifically, the cigarette cards are trading cards issued by tobacco manufacturers to stiffen the cigarette packaging and advertise cigarette brands. And between 1875 and the 1940s, cigarette companies often included collectible cards. So cigarette card sets document popular culture from the turn of the century, often depicting the period's actresses, costumes, and sports, as well as offering insights into mainstream humor and cultural norms. And tea cards are the same thing as cigarette cards, except they were put in tea packets. So the only ones that I have look like this. This one was gifted to me in a Happy Mail. They always have text in the back explaining what the picture is. In this case, it's actually English. This is a cigarette card because this says Imperial Tobacco Company of Great Britain and Ireland Limited. So these are garden flowers. And this one here you can see is a lot bigger. This one here is from the Netherlands. And I can't read this, but maybe you can. So that's what this one says. So I don't know if this is a cigarette or tea card, or maybe this one is neither and it's just a beautiful vintage card. I don't know. So I was thinking about how can we make these ourselves, and actually it is super easy. But first, let's have some gummies. Okay, number 18 is right here in the bear's tummy. And we have some Christmas-themed gummies. Yay! I will eat these right now. I don't know if there is a particular size that a cigarette or tea card kind of like has to be. I don't know if they are normed, like the ATCs maybe, but I honestly don't care. I see these have different sizes, and I'm gonna say this is a tea card or a cigarette card, I don't care. But this inspires me to make my own cards in whatever size I see fit for my journal, because why not? It's my journal. And this is just the inspiration. So I think once you know the size you want your cards to be, and they don't have to be all the same size. You could make smaller ones and larger ones. It would probably be a really good idea to make yourself a template with a window the size of the card you want to use. I think I'm gonna go for this bigger size because my journal is probably going to be quite big given the ephemera that I've been making for it. So I'm gonna stick to this size, I think, for most of them anyway. Maybe I'll change my mind once I pick out the images. So I'm going to make myself a template. Since I have book pages right here, I will use those. And I'm just going to trace around this card. And then cut out this rectangle. Actually, no, that's not true. What am I doing? What I forgot is I need to consider that we need a frame around it. So that means I don't want to cut all the way. So I will just make some more lines parallel to the lines here. I'm not even measuring because I don't care. It's a junk journal. I don't need exact measurements. If you need exact measurements, then please do that. It's your journal. It's your card. You do what works for you. So now inside of this frame is what I'm going to cut out. Now I'm thinking it would make more sense to use cardstock for this because that will make your life easier tracing the frame. Oh well, I'm just gonna go with this. And then I thought, what can I use for images? Well, there's so many things you can use. But I decided to check my cardstock scraps and other papers that I haven't used in a long time because I think this is a great chance to use some of these. I've been hoarding these, most of these for like 2 years or maybe even longer. For example, I have this one. This is from the Wallflower Tim Holtz paper stack. And now I can just place this over it and I can see it is absolutely gorgeous for a cigarette card. Maybe moving it so that the flower is not in the center. I think that looks better. And then I'm just going to trace around this so that I know where to cut. Yep, and this is where I'm regretting now that I didn't do this on a cardstock so that this doesn't move. Anyway, I have my frame now and I can just cut this out. So I will do that later. First, I will choose a few more elements. So since I'm going with a nature-themed element, that is what I'm going to be looking for. I mean, this one is cute as well. Would be really cute cigarette cards here with Audrey Hepburn or with Marilyn Monroe here. And I think the frame really helps to see what it would look like once you have it cut out. But for my journal, this is not going to work. This one here kind of looks weird. No, don't want that. This one here, I've already used part of the paper. It's not gonna work like this. How will it look if I do it like this? That could actually be very cute. So I'm gonna take this one. So I'll put that to the side. We have more Tim Holtz. This might be too big, but it could work. Why not, actually? I like it. More Tim Holtz. Oh, look at this. How cool are these eggs? And this beautiful script. Yep. I guess what to watch out for is to have some sort of a focal image. I think if it's just a pattern or something, it might look a bit weird. Unless you then put something else over it, that could work. This could be cute, but it's not the subject of my journal. Then I have this one, very vintagey. Oh, that could be cute. The butterflies like that. Please use cardstock for your frame. This is really bugging me. So we have that. I have another like 6x6 paper pad. There's some beautiful roses. These might look nice if I maybe add a sentiment to it, because who says that you can't? Just to see what it will look like, because we can put on these anything we want. It's just another canvas to put something on, basically. So this will be gorgeous. These I don't think will be, well, actually 3 fit in here perfectly. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Anything else in here? Butterflies. I mean, that would also work. They don't have to always be the full image, you know, like, because when you look here, you see these flowers are cut off as well. So that means we can have some cut off butterflies. You just have to find the right frame. Let's take this. I could see these would be super fun to collect. And I'm sure that some of these have pretty high prices. Who knows, maybe one day the ones that we make will be very valuable. You never know. And then I have these fun booklets. These were in some of the Your Creative Studio subscription boxes. So I used to get these, and I used to have videos of these unboxings every month. And these are awesome. I love these so much, and I have been hoarding them. I have not been using them because they are so adorable. But maybe now we could use them. Oh, look at this. This is gorgeous. Oh, this is gonna be a perfect tea card. everything here. And of course I have so many birds already in my ephemera, so if I have more, oh, perfect, then all the better. Wow, this is really cool. Can we fit these? That's actually quite gorgeous. I'm not worried about my lines being super straight because I'm gonna do this with my paper trimmer anyway. This is just to show me approximately where I should be cutting. We have another bird. Aww, these are so cool. Florals. Florals are good. Okay, obviously these are way too many to use in my journal, but that's okay because I know that even if I don't put them in this journal, I can use them basically in any journal. This is just so nice. Okay, let me just quickly check. Oh, there's another bird. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, I need him too. And I love all the collaging behind him. It works so well with my journal, with my future journal, I should say. This is perfect. Oh no, there's another one. I need all these birds. I can always stick the card onto something else. I just need him. I know you understand it. I've been so excited about my images that I totally forgot about my gummies. You could of course also search in books. And don't worry, you don't have to cut up your books. You can obviously make photocopies of the pages you want to use if they are for yourself. Otherwise, there will be copyright issues. So I have this beautiful book that I bought maybe a year ago. It's called Flora. It's in English. And it says 3,000 years of plant illustrations in art. You can definitely find this on Amazon. I will show you the ISBN number, but this is of course the German version. There you go. And as you can see right here, these are perfect. Let's get the template. I've already torn quite a few pages out because I wanted to use these images in journals. That is what I specifically bought this book for, so I did not intend on making copies. I'm going to use the original images. Look at this. This is just made for that. How cool are these? Let me show you some of the other images in case you just want to look at the images. Look how gorgeous this drawing is. Oh, that's an issue now. I really love this. I might not be able to use those images. Look how gorgeous. Again, I don't think I would cut this up, but look, if I would make a copy, this would be gorgeous. Has so many beautiful vintage illustrations. All of these would be so cute on these kind of cards. And the paper is almost completely matte. It's not really glossy, but it's like this in between, like semi-glossy. Beautiful vine leaves. This is gorgeous. Cacti. Don't care about those so much, but this is gorgeous. This is also gorgeous. Oh, look at these. Amazing. That would be so beautiful in a junk journal as a page. Just look. Oh, perfect. Aww. I haven't opened this book in months, so it's so nice for me to see these images. Oh my goodness. Look at this. I should make copies. I'm really having a hard time thinking of cutting these up. I always meant to use them as a full image. This is also beautiful. Oh, well, these are perfect. Yeah, these would be perfect. Gorgeous. Another beautiful page for a junk journal. Yeah, so unfortunately I cannot bring myself to cut into these, but I would use them as full images in a journal. Goodness. Maybe you have some beautiful magazines where you could cut out some image. I mean, if you're not doing a vintage book, I'm sure you could find so many images in magazines, especially fashion magazines would be so much fun. So you see, this book is absolutely amazing. Most of these are quite large. If I find this on Amazon.com, I will link it for you below. Otherwise, I'm sure you can find this. So my next step is to just cut all of the images out with my paper trimmer. And these are awesome collaging scraps. So there's number one. So these are all the cut out images. There's quite a lot. So I decided to choose some that I was pretty sure that I would enjoy having in my journal, which are these here. And these are already inked up and these are not. I will just keep those and decide what to do with them later. They all have fairly the same size, not exactly, but good enough. I have some white cardstock scraps that I'm going to use to frame my images. So I will just cut rectangles to frame them like this. If you don't have white cardstock, you can use, for example, watercolor paper or sketch paper or even book pages. I would glue a few together, like 2 or 3, to make it a little bit more sturdy. You can even use cardstock. It doesn't have to be white. It can have patterns on it as well. That could look really cute, actually. Once I have all my rectangles cut, I'm just going to glue my images on the cards. Super, super simple. Like that. Okay, they're all glued on, so they all now have a beautiful white frame. They look really cute, I think. But they are quite plain, so I think at least on some of them I want to add maybe some scraps, maybe some sentiments. Let's see what we can add to make them more unique and more your own style. I have my scraps. I have some sentiments that are small that I think would work well on some of these cards. I will link those below for you in case you need some. And in case you speak German, Luise has fabulous generic sentiments in 4 different colors in her Etsy store. I will link those for you below, and I will just quickly say this in German for the people that watch my videos but don't speak English so well. Ja, hallo, wenn du Deutsch sprichst, dann kennst du zwar mit Sicherheit Luises Kanal, aber für den Zufall, dass du sie nicht kennst und trotzdem meine Videos schaust, erstens bitte schau zu Luises Kanal. Er ist unten verlinkt in der Infobox. Und zweitens hat Luise super Sprüche auf Deutsch. Und ich verlinke dir diese Sprüche von ihrem Etsy-Shop unten. Dies hat sie auch in verschiedenen Farben. Ich glaube in schwarz, in beige, in weiß. Du musst also nicht auf meine englischen zugreifen. Okay, back to English. So on this one, I have a feeling I need a small image of a bird. I'm again going to go to this book. I will again quickly show you the ISBN number because I know somebody is going to ask me. So again, here's the information of that book. And I found an adorable image here of a baby duck. And I think this might be super cute on this card. I'm not sure. She's too similar in the colors. I should have left a white border. She doesn't really pop, does she? Not sure about this one. I'm gonna put this to the side for now. And we have this one. Maybe a sentiment would work for this one. I like this one for this card. Always be yourself. I think that's cute for this one, but maybe I put a scrap underneath. Maybe red. No, that's too much. Let's try this one. Yep, that's good. That actually has some gold shimmer, which I will show you after it's glued down. There you see, there's a little bit of gold shimmer. Okay, so that's one done. This one could also use a sentiment. How about this one? You are enough. And something to go underneath that. Here's a piece of a tea bag. Yes, that's awesome. How about a collection of moments? Very fitting. Maybe I can add some of this here underneath. Let's see if I can tear it that thin. So I did manage to tear it like this, but I don't think I like it. I don't like it at all. Nope, I think this is too long. Maybe I need to cut this in two. Yes, that's better. Maybe not even put anything underneath, but that looks kind of plain. This isn't working for me. Maybe on something else. Instead, I'll just try one word, which is appreciate. And I can add a strip of this amazing Chinese paper. I love this paper because of how fuzzy the edges get. On this one, I want to add be fearless. And I think I can add this underneath. Yes. On this one, I added grateful heart, and I didn't put anything underneath because this is already quite busy. As I was looking through all of my paper pads to find images now for these, I also came across this one with the crowns. So I think he needs a crown because I have the sentiment that says, don't forget your crown. So he definitely needs a crown. I just need to choose one. Oh, I see one, I see one. But of course, even if we didn't have this one, we now know how to make it out of foil, right? Oh yeah, this is good. No, this is not good. I need to cut that bottom part off. You see, I need to cut this part off here, otherwise it looks weird. And he's wearing it. It needs to have that little curve that I made yesterday, no, the day before. I forget, it's all a daze, this December daily. Has taken over my life. So there's that one. I like this one, it's fun. And our last one. Since this looks like a male and a female, I want to add loving heart to this one. And I want to see maybe I can fit the red one on this one. Yeah, that could work. Let's try. So we just need to decide about this one. I think this cute little duckling just does not work. I could try this little owl flying. That might be cute. I think that's better. Actually, I'm going to put her right there. Yeah, much better. And I'm not adding a sentiment to this because I really like the script. and the focus should be more on that. There's one more thing I want to add to these cards to make them a little bit more unique. You'll be extremely surprised. I'm going to add Mr. Van Gogh. But I'm not going to splatter it. I'm going to use a thin spatula. So this is watercolor, for anybody that does not know. And I'm just going to try to add some with, I should have done that before I glued them down, because I don't want it to go on the white. No, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, I want just like a little streak, a little accent, not so little, but yeah, I just want something like that. No, I didn't want that, but something like it. I'm really worried about getting it on the white. That's close. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. Is this weird what I'm doing? It might be. Maybe you're like, okay, now you ruined them. Maybe. Okay. That was a bit much. That's nice. See, that's not a lot. It's just a little bit of an accent. And this is the last one. I'll put it on top. Yep, that's it. That's kind of what I was going for. Not this. But it's okay. And not to forget that our prompt says snow and cigarette or tea cards. And I'm not going to do it on all of them. There's a few here that I could imagine that would look cute with some white splatters. This one, for example. I'm going to try to do this very gently. Yes, that actually looks really cute. Which one? Not the butterflies, not this one. This one I guess could get some. This one could. This one here. And this one. Yep, this one. Let me know if you have a favorite, if any. If I would have to choose one, I think it's this one. And surprisingly, even this one. Least favorite, probably these two. I've just decided these three need black splatters. Otherwise, they're just somehow too plain. Much better. So these are the ones with the black splatter. I think those are amazing. Even though I got some splatter here on the border, it's okay. I think that really helped them so much. And with the white ones, with the white splatters, I inked up one of them just to see what I would like better. I think I might like this a little more, but I'm not sure yet. So I don't want to ink up all of them. So just to compare the vintage one and ours. Cool. Super happy with these. Now what can we do with these? If we don't want to use them like as part of a collage, we could just stick them into something. Like for example, we had this little seed envelope that we made, and we could just stick it in there, obviously. We could also stick one in this tuck spot. Or we could put one in one of these slots. So I'll figure that out once I have my journal, how I'm actually going to use them, whether I want to use all of them. But I have them ready to go now, and I can add them to my ephemera stash. So no difficult techniques involved. This was quite simple, yet I think it's very effective. So go have a play and see what you can come up with. Thanks so much for being here. Don't forget to check the links of the playlists below. Hope to see you back here tomorrow. Let's see what we will do tomorrow. What are we doing? 19. Stamp and a page tab. Okay then. Hope to see you back here tomorrow. Love you guys.
Mwah, mwah.